Speak the truth, and the truth will set you free. That is the theme for this video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I want to thank you guys for watching my videos up till this point. I have made a lot of videos. And for my new viewers, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button. Now, let's get into this story. 3 monarchs dead, 3 armies buried in the dirt of the battlefield, losses on 3 ends, and 1 god princess seeking vengeance against an alien who is clearly innocent. She pointed a blade at Alfred, but Bruce stood in the way. She asked him, "Are you protecting this monster?" And he said, "Please, relax, let's have a conversation." She wanted blood. Her mother was dead because of his people, because of the shapeshifters. Beast Boy must have realized that she was going to take Bruce's head off, so he came forth and said, "Stand down, princess." Now, she didn't mind taking on a dragon, but thankfully Kal-El came with the lasso of truth. She bound this alien, and he made it apparent that he was loyal to the House of El. He would never hurt Bruce, and all this was not his doing. Constantine came through and said, "Could we all chill?" But the princess didn't want to chill. Matter of fact, all this was Constantine's fault. All this dead bodies was his fault. Him and his stupid prophecy. And he wasn't done frying because the princesses heard a voice they didn't think they would ever hear again. Their brother was alive. He shouldn't be alive. One of the princesses went to check if he was real. The other was wondering how this was possible. John had crossed the line again, all for love. Realizing that enough blood had been spilled, the queen of the House of El declared this war over, inviting other kingdoms into hers. Amanda Waller was pissed off, but the queen didn't care. They had both been clearly deceived. The war was over. Everyone went to mourn. Diana mourned the hardest because she just lost her mother in the most gruesome way possible. But now it was time to question Alfred, or should we call him John Jones? But before they could continue, one person was missing, one more final queen, and Harley introduced her. Poison Ivy, the queen of the green, was alive, and she came forth, still connected to her forest. She made a throne for herself, and the questioning began. Tell us the truth. Start from the beginning. And he explained he came from a beautiful world, luscious and green. He had a family, a wife and child. And all that changed when the white race, the White Martians, decided they were superior and tried to enslave the green. But the green Martians were on smoke. They had the exact same abilities, so the war was ridiculous. It reached a point they created a nuke and destroyed their own world. All the White Martians on the surface were burned to the crisp, but the one they wanted to kill the most didn't die. He decided, if you won't bend the knee, you will go extinct, infiltrating the underground bunkers and unleashing hell on every green Martian he saw. Man, women, and child. He killed everybody. And John had to watch his daughter and wife die. And so he came here. He told the Waynes the truth, and they accepted him. He didn't expose himself because of the prophecy, saying a green man was going to bring war. But Diana didn't care. She had the name of the man that ruined her life. And we see the original green man still talking to his ring, asking him for counsel. But we discover all this time, the counsel he had been listening to was a telepathic message sent from the leader of the White Martians. Tossing his corpse to the ground, he wore the ring, encased in its green glow. It was time to stop hiding. It was time for the real war to begin. And our heroes had started to merge. Enemies became friends. Brothers became true brothers. Because as soon as Kal-El found out that Bruce was his brother, he just walked over to him and embraced him. "You're my brother, bro." Jesus Christ, he was excited. He wanted to know everything. Can you fly? Can you shoot lasers? But Bruce's mind was not here. He was thinking about Alfred. But Kal-El made it clear that just because he's from another planet doesn't mean he's not still your man. He is still your man. But that aside, our enemies have a weapon to kill us. Bruce told Kal-El about kryptonite and how their enemies have a lot of it. And at this moment, their enemies were actually forging weapons from kryptonite, because finally they were going to be the apex of this planet. They were going to rule this planet. But first they had to handle a snitch. Now that they realized that John Jones was helping the humans, they infiltrated the castle, planning to execute him. And when they found him in ropes, he smiled. You are pathetic. Protex was laughing at Alfred, making it clear that he was weak for living amongst the humans. And he wanted to actually do battle, but now that he was tied up, he just wanted to kill him and get it over with. But Alfred made it clear, yes, I am bound in body, but not in mind. Instantly, we see the Super Sons breaking through the door to do battle. Not only was Bruce a fierce warrior, but now he was a Kryptonian, was shooting freaking heat from his eyes. And the only weakness to Martians is heat. He had to run away, but Alfred made it clear that he will be back. It was time for the kingdom to protect itself. First of all, the truth was told. Then they gained wood from poison ivy, and they lit everything on fire, showing that they knew their weaknesses. A trench was built, and the Kryptonians lit it up. Everywhere was engulfed in flames for protection. Alfred made it clear that this will slow them down, but they will still come. He wanted to apologize to Bruce for his weakness, for his lies, but Bruce told him, read my mind right now. And Alfred did. He read his mind, and he saw that Bruce still trusted him regardless. He was like a father to Bruce, and that didn't change. Bruce had to right all his wrongs, so he went straight for dungeons with his brother, and he released every single mutant who rather was imprisoned because they were freaky. He left the crazy ones, obviously, like Calendar Man and whatever, but he released the people that he knew could do good or were good. Even the murderer of the king, because he thought he was doing the right thing. Amanda Waller protested to the queen. She thought this was idiotic, but Harley Quinn reminded her, remember who you speak to. It was never your call. And the queen said the same. Amanda Waller made it clear that this is a mistake. Harley then made a stupid face, saying, good thing it's not your call. You may leave. And Amanda Waller left, but she was pissed off. And you know when Amanda Waller is pissed off, shit goes wrong. So the queen made up her mind to hedge her bets, taking her kids to the place where they buried their ship. They uncovered a chip with schematics for them to build something. And so her and her children built a machine that was not of this world. It took a lot of power and a lot of time, but they got it together. A makeshift portal to the Phantom Zone, a prison world strong enough to hold these monsters. But we see that someone was scheming in the shadows. Amanda Waller and Deadshot came into a cave in the dead of night. The cave occupied by the shapeshifter. She was behind everything, and she was disappointed that they missed their shot. One of the aliens decided to walk up to her and touch her, and he just bursted up into flames. She had strong magic against their race, and she promised that if they miss again, she will be disappointed. Amanda Waller is in charge, and she's the true evil. She wants nobody from another world ruling Earthlings. Not even from another world. She doesn't want to be ruled by anyone different.